The Year of the Snake, a story by Miss C. In the year of the snake, a newborn's cry echoed through a small village, nestled between two green mountains and beyond a deep blue river. A child was born on this early morning. The morning fog lifted away from the valley as if celebrating the child's arrival. In this tiny village, a mother cradled her baby close to her chest. She gently caressed the child's tiny face, wrapping her in a blanket woven with her own hand. In this moment, a woman has become a mother. In the year of the horse, the child and her mother played happily in their garden. She made pretend meals with vegetables and dirt, giggling with delight. One day, her father returned home carrying a yellow envelope. Soon after, the family began packing their belongings. That year, the child boarded a metal bird, an airplane, and flew to a faraway land. In the year of the goat, the child and her mother played joyfully in the front yard of a small apartment complex. Her father often came home with small bags of treats. That year, the child tasted cake for the first time. In the year of the monkey, the child and her mother walked to a large building. They stood in line as snowflakes danced in the chilly wind. A lady in a red coat handed her mother a bag of food. They walked back to their tiny home. This was a tough year. In the year of the rooster, the child was no longer alone. Her baby brother's smile became her new joy. She played with him while her mother quietly sewed clothes in the corner of their home. This year, she becomes a sister. In the year of the dog, the child stepped into a room full of strangers. She felt scared until a young lady's warm smile made her feel safe. Her parents had already left, but that day she made a new friend. That year, the child became a student. In the year of the pig, the child learned to ride a bike. She pedaled fearlessly down the back alley, her brother watching her from the backyard. Her mother sat nearby, sewing a blue blanket. Her father returned with treats for her and her brother. That year, the child no longer needed to walk to school. In the year of the rat, the child rode a school bus for the first time. Sitting alone in the front seat, she listened to the chatter of the other kids. When the bus stopped at a big building, she followed the crowd but felt lonely. One day, a boy approached her and they became best friends. That year, the child made a lifelong friend. In the year of the ox, the child visited the state fair for the first time. The colorful lights, lively music, and bustling crowds made her feel as though she were in a dream. She wished every day could be as magical. This year, the child learned that happiness comes in many forms. In the year of the tiger, her best friend moved away. Her heart ached and she sat on the swing alone. Her mother held her close and reminded her that life is always changing. That year, the child found courage in the face of loss. In the year of the rabbit, the child said goodbye to her friends and neighbors. Her father promised they would no longer go hungry. The family moved to a house filled with furniture and warmth. In her new garden, she discovers a new friend. That year, the child felt lucky. In the year of the dragon, the child began brushing her own hair. She wore earrings for the first time and admired her reflection, seeing a beautiful person staring back. That year, she grew taller. Once again, the year of the snake arrived, her mother gently hugging her before the child walked to the edge of the schoolyard, where she joined her friends. The viola case bounced lightly on her back, the wind in her face. This year, she was given her wings to fly.
Please like, share, and subscribe.